Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to Monster Legends. Welcome to another Monster Legends sneak peek video. We are on Chinchilla League server, link in the description if you want to follow along. And so let us begin. This, by the way, the Rotten's trap, this is officially out, and so this is what the trap does. After being damaged by a skill, if warrior's life is below 50%, deals, depending on the level, a certain amount of damage, earth damage to all enemy monsters. Okay, and the secondary effect is that after being damaged by a skill, if any ally is defeated, which means dies, it removes stamina from all of the enemies, and it removes a lot of stamina. The bad part is that your ally has to die. The cool thing is, it's if any ally dies. So if you're attacked, if the enemy hits you with the AoE, and any of your allies dies, you can drain enemy stamina. Now here's the thing, the reason this is called Rotten's Trap is because Rotten can resurrect, right? It goes with him. Which, by the way, also means that Soldier Point can, in fact, release relics based on old monsters. So can we get that Armor Claw relic, please? There's a Beast relic, there's the Beast Banner, there's the Tiny's Amulet, there's the Moonhaze Essence. There have been a lot of Diamond relics based on previous free-to-play Legends Pass monsters. So where's the Armor's relic? Alright, but going back off my rants. So yeah, the Rotten's Trap, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I like the Nebulion's Trap instead. When your life falls below 50%, similar to Ablation Trap, you drain enemy stamina. But if you do have a resurrection monster that can hold a trap relic, and you are fighting those powerful monsters, such as Vanoss 2099 that can pierce and OTK you with the AoE, not a bad relic to have. Can you imagine using your Wormlad with Rotten, or your Grakon with your Grakon with your Rotten, and then when Vanoss goes and attacks you with the AoE and kills your Grakon or your Wormlad, they resurrect with the Revival Essence, your Rotten's Trap triggers and drains all of the enemy stamina, because this fully maxed out drains a lot of stamina, so it definitely has its uses, although I do like the Nebulion's Trap a little more. Alright, let's scroll down. Let's see, we have Shelly. Shelly is a dark monster. Queen Thalassa banished Shelly from the Water Realm after he stole from her. He was sent to a beach where he spent his days collecting shiny cells until, man, tongue twister, until he found a pink and bluish stone. As he grabbed it, it cracked and released a powder that covered Shelly. Its cosmic effect filled him with strength to get back at Thalassa for kicking him out of the ocean. So the fact that this is going to be part of the Thalassa family to an extent kind of scares me, because typically the Thalassa family has been pretty powerful, right? We have General Thetis, super amazing monster that basically changed the game with Stamina Devours, and it wasn't until we got Sammy that players could really counter, or the Stamina Relics. And then we got Warmaster Thalassa, who is just undeniably overpowered, and then Ondana, who is by far the best mythic monster in the game. And now we're getting a cosmic Thalassa monster, Thalassa family monster, so I'm a little worried, but we will see. Yes, we do have a skill set. Okay, so it's time to find out. Deals low dark damage, although I am a little surprised it's dark based, not another water monster. Low dark damage and a 25% shield, applies 50% life shield to itself, blocks 50% of incoming damage. So right now it's looking like a tank monster. Blessings from Dragon, doubles the maximum life of itself, applies life regen. Yeah, it's looking like a tank. Deep Rebirth removes all negative effects and applies positive effect protection to itself, heals itself by 50%. I am a fan of this positive effect protection and self-healing. If you were to get possessed, I don't think anything is out on this monster in terms of traits, but if you were to get possessed, it's nice that you have self skills that you can potentially utilize, right? Here we have another self skill, the 50% life shield, and blocking 50% of incoming damage, so that is pretty powerful. And then you have this skill that removes negative effects and positive effects protection, which helps protect and keep your life shield or your maximum life increase, life regen, especially since Soldier Point has literally been releasing team race monsters that remove positive effects, right? We have Tabora, we have Ignis, and yeah, there's too many cleansers already in the game. Let's see, we have deals heavy dark damage, applies a 75% life shield. This could also potentially be a tanky attacker. With that 75% life shield here at 25%, this is probably going to be spammable, the rush skill. Deals low water damage to an enemy, applies taunt to itself. Singular taunt, applies damage mirror, 100% life shield, and mega taunt. Whoa! Applies damage mirror, 100% life shield, and mega taunt to itself. We have another mega taunt monster, except this mega taunt monster actually has what I've always liked. So normally my biggest criticism of mega taunt monsters or taunt monsters have been like, okay, they attract attacks to them, but that's it. This monster is like, not only am I going to attract attacks towards myself, I'm going to give myself 100% life shield, and I'm going to damage mirror. So any damage I take, I'm going to reflect back. That is really good. because right, normally when a monster has Megaton, right, if you ever use Bomb Beta, Daedalus, the minute they have that Megaton on, which is status catch at the start of the start of the battle, if the enemy it has a strong attacker, like 2 level 10 strength runes, 3 level 10 strength runes, you get OTK'd, right? You just get obliterated. But this monster's like 100% life shield, Megataunt. That is awesome. Deals low water damage, applies taunt to itself. So we have 2 singular taunt skills, we have a Megataunt, and we have a lot of sustainability. Okay, so on paper, I think the monster looks really good. Just because of the skill set and the tankiness, I think it's really going to come down to the trait. If this monster starts the game off with a Status Caster Megataunt, definitely going to be a top tier monster. It's going to be the go-to Megataunt monster. If this monster has Taunt, it's going to be similar to Solar Flare, and then it's going to depend on the trait again. If it has some sort of sustainability within the trait, it'll be good. Like right now, one of the reasons Daedalus is good is because the Status Caster at the start. You know, that life regen really helps out. And then his skill set with that damage protection, it really helps out. So that's one thing Solar Flare, well, I guess Solar Flare does have it because he applies, he applies the Megaton and major damage reduction, but so far on defense, Solar Flare has been pretty easy to counter, whether it be with CDA, whether it be with Stamina Drain, and yes, he has a spawnable armored form that gives him Megatons and the damage protection, but he's been a little underwhelming, I think. So I think if this monster ends up being a Megaton, for sure it's going to be the main go-to. But skill set wise, I am really liking this, just 100% life shield of Megatons. And I'm liking that you have a positive effect protection skill. Although, the difference between this monster and like a Solar Flare, what you can see is like this monster is not really going to be an attacker. Like, yes, you do have this heavy dark damage attack with a 75% life shield, but this skill is going to get like a 2 or 3 turn cooldown. And so in terms of damage output, you have that charge skill, you have Rush, and all of your other skills aren't really damaging skills. So this is definitely going to be a team speed holder, 2 team speed and a strength. No, sorry, 2 team speed and a life, perhaps. I definitely don't see this monster being much of an attacker, unless... Yeah, no, I definitely don't see it. The ultimate evasion and skill mirror to all allies. Evasion and skill mirror to all allies. This doesn't really make sense to me, because if the enemy has evasion, you would just recharge. I guess it's kind of like, if there's no cleansing on your side, you're basically guaranteeing the enemy to recharge, so it's not really denial, but it kind of serves as denial because the enemy isn't going to attack you. So it's not... Is it a game-changing ultimate? I mean, potentially. It would depend on the turn order and everything, because if you do this ult and then your monster goes and they have to recharge or something, then they're susceptible to getting attacked. But yeah, I think definitely a tanky monster. I think this monster might end up having the highest life in the game, so it's going to replace whoever has the current highest life. What is it? Ignis? Bomb Beta, off the top of my head, I don't remember who has the highest life. No, Ignis is the fastest. So, Solar Flare. No, Solar Flare is the tankiest and the strongest. So, this monster might end up having a higher life stat. If not, if this monster has a lower life stat than Solar Flare, then it's probably going to have like a status caster damage protection at the start of the battle. I think if it has taunts, that monster is going to be the main go-to taunt monster, maybe even more so than Solar Flare. It's going to be interesting to see when this monster comes out, but looking at skills, like, definitely super tanky, right? If you can get that Megaton on, that positive effects protection, you have a 75% life shield. You have this one. This one's really good. A barrier of knock, 50% life shield, and 50% incoming damage reduction. So yeah, I would main this skill. I would main the 75% shield. I think I would main the cleansing, the self-cleanse healing skill. And I'd go with Megataunt. I don't think you need taunts. You know what? Now that this monster has 2 taunt skills, the Tide of Resentment and Resentment Wave, I'm actually thinking this monster is not going to be a taunt monster. I don't think they would give 2 taunt skills and a Megataunt to a taunt monster. So I don't know what to think. In terms of the traits, maybe this will be an immune to control monster. But I guess we'll have to see when it comes out. Very interesting. I think it looks powerful on paper, but it might be like the Solar Flare syndrome, where maybe once he's in the game, in terms of defense, it's not that good. But in terms of offense, you can definitely use it to your advantage depending on the trait. So we'll just have to wait and see. Alright, we also have Season 3 of the Cosmic Era is here. Users of the Free Legend Pass can get a new Cosmic monster, Chuckle Muckel. So this monster we see right here, it's gonna be the free-to-play monster. You'll also unlock the chance to get another new Rank 3 Mythic monster, Undead MrBeast. Okay, so we're getting a new MrBeast monster. And the Elvira emblem to reduce the... What the heck? Didn't we get Elvira, like, on the Season 1? I could have sworn we just had Elvira. That's interesting. Especially with Magic Alcaloso event coming out, you would imagine it'd maybe be like a Charizard month or something. The Legends Pass contains more rewards, Forsaken Souls, the Era King's Duel tickets, All right, let's see. You will also be able to purchase. Oh wow. So the only way to get Shelly, this monster we talked about, this Megaton monster who's super tanky with 100% life shield, 75% life shield, 50% healing, 50% life shield, and incoming damage reduction, is gonna be to purchase the exclusive pass, the $50 Legends Pass. So like Solar Flare, this monster is gonna be behind that exclusive pass. Dang, not fun, not fun at all. We have the Back to School Time Challenge. There's gonna be era tickets, help you advance through it, okay. And then we have this thing, the Smuggler's Cave. Some actions like spending gems, making purchases, breeding, crafting, ranking up, and winning battles will fill your gem savings bar. The more you fill up the bar, the better the deal the Smuggler will offer you. Okay, once you fill the bar, the Smuggler will be ready to open his cave for you. The Smuggler's prices are lower than the ones you find in the usual shop, but he's pretty secretive, so you have a limited time to take the offer. After you buy the contents of the Smuggler Cave or time runs out, the savings bar will go back to 0, time to fill it up again. Okay, this, just the way it looks, reminds me of the Treasure Cave. It's going to be nothing like the Treasure Cave. From what it sounds like it looks like just performing actions in the game, which by the way we normally do. We're always spending gems, we're always making purchases, we're always breeding, crafting, ranking up monsters, so this is kind of like an added benefit, and it looks like whenever you do this stuff, there's going to be a bar that fills out, and then you can enter the cave and you get discounts. Now, I assume it's going to be like purchasing with real money kind of discounts. Maybe there'll be some gem discounts in terms of like, hey, you want to buy this monster, it costs less gems, or you want to buy Stardust or Amber, but it looks to me like it's going to be just another kind of like real life money thing. So not really, I don't really care about the Smuggler's Cave, at least from what I can tell in the sneak peek. I'm definitely interested in seeing what Shelly has to offer, but also not really interested anymore since it's behind the $50 pass, which I never purchased. And Chuckle Muckel looks to be, design-wise, interesting, like the monster. Undead MrBeast, we don't have any info on him, but that's going to be interesting. I wonder how good he's going to be. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So with that being said, guys, this has pretty much been an exclusive sneak peek. Not really that exclusive. Again, I am on Chinchilla Leaks if you want to follow along, so there will be a link in the description. And just let me know, what do you guys think about everything coming out? To be honest, just on skill set, like I've said, like Shelly looks good on paper, but I'm far more interested in Lindworm and Manipulate, so don't really care too much about this monster. I guess we'll have to wait and see more about the other monsters that come out. So yeah, guys, I'm Noamori Gaming. Thank you all for watching, and remember to subscribe.